first carry now. This is Johnson. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Johnson running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
On the read option, it's Mariota. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of games.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First down, Murray. That's complete to Butler. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Arizona.
Ready. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And Walker has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
You better be afraid of me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
They're not ready for this. They still
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he hits Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
tackles.
On play action, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the read option, it's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked at each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Delaney Walker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mariota is going to let this go. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He finds his man Johnson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st down, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Muhammad. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Check 52.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Mariota on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On play action, Mariota forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the gun, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Johnson. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw, it's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let go. Ready. 52.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of Dolphins 26, Cardinals 20.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 34-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously the 4-minute offense. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
Now Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now Mariota. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. First throw now for the backup Bortles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mariota here to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. On the read option, it's Mariota. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Mariota going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mariota. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Muhammad Wilkerson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.